those tutorial side quests, requisitions, making potions, making armor, and so on. And yes, as you can see, I have a new armor now, and yeah, it's another Nugskin code, because Nugskin is simply the best resource available around here. Or well, easiest available resource. I mean, you can try to hunt rams, but they are kind of pain in the ass to hunt if you don't have ranged attacks, and you can kill a Druffalo, but they're also kind of pain in the ass. So I have relapsed into my old Nug killing ways so that I could make this nice code. um, I mean, I will probably, once I have some other resources, or I can tint my armor, give him a different look, because this is a little bit too similar to what Freya has been wearing most of the time. Anyway, I'm currently in this room of the chantry so that I don't get interrupted by all those chantry priests and sisters over there who just won't shut up. However, I've been looking at this room, and for some reason I kind of like to imagine that this is where Liliana, Josephine, and Cassandra are sleeping for some reason. If you look at this, there is this instrument, so maybe this is like Liliana's bed, and we have some letters and stuff over here, so maybe Josephine is sleeping here. And this book was a book about the Maker, so it's probably where Cassandra is sleeping. So yeah, this is now my official headcanon. This is where the girls are sleeping, and I guess Carlan is probably sleeping in a tent somewhere outside of Haven. That's what I would imagine. Anyway, speaking of which, we have, at least one war table operation that is actually new, that we didn't get in our first playthrough, because it's specific for my Elf Inquisitor. And right, I actually got perks. I got them from downloading all my schematics and stuff from the Golden Ark, because that finishes a few quests, like the collection quest for the Skyhold upgrades. Yeah, I don't know. I feel I'm actually just going to do it the same way I did last time, like getting the knowledge perks first, because while there aren't that many different dialogue options that unlock by doing so, but for example, they help you to recruit several agents, and once you get past that moment in the game, you can't recruit them anymore. So I'm just getting the stuff in the same order that I did before. And yeah, let's get this report. Contact Clan Lavallen. Dalen, Andara Natishan, it does my heart well to hear that you are safe. Our clan was visited by members of the Inquisition who spoke persuasively of the good work you are doing, as well as the fairness with which your kind have been treated by the Inquisition itself. You know that Clan Lavallen has little by way of gold, but I gave the messengers some of our healing herbs, as Celeste blessed us with abundance in our recent foraging. We would be a distraction if we came to the Inquisition itself, our hunters arguing with the humans as they so easily do. Nevertheless, if you need aid, send word and we are with you. Dareshiral Keeper Isti Maethoriel Lavallen. Alright, this went pretty well. And yeah, let me grab the coin. And I guess that Cullen has sufficiently pissed off the asshole Arl, so that's very nice. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at the other missions later. I haven't actually done this so far. I suppose Josephine can get a more coin. But I will do all the stuff eventually, but most of it will be done off camera. Now let's head out and talk to our companions. Oh well, actually I think Josephine is over here, right? So maybe we want to start with her.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Lavallen, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
So, you own this land?
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denerim, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Yeah, we all have bigger problems at the moment, my dear sir.
Demons are pouring from the sky, and you're worried about land claims.
Haven is the Durelion's rightful property.
Has Empress Selene officially acknowledged your possession of Haven? I was unaware Her Imperial Majesty had conferred with Ferelden's monarchs on this matter.
The Empress has not yet had the opportunity to do so.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Yeah, I think you're kinda going to regret that once Haven is destroyed by Corypheus. So, does the Marquis own Haven?
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite our Ferelden relations, the Durelions are our legion. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
So the Marquis was bluffing.
His Grace was all bluster then.
Even should he leave, the Marquis will share his thoughts on us upon his return to Val Royeaux. Every guest we receive, and we will receive them, will spread the Inquisition's story. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
Alright, so how did you become ambassador?
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
And what's your background?
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
Yeah, I think you would consider these politics to be rather ridiculous.
If every noble wandering by is as stubborn as the Marquis, what good is it talking to them?
Every kingdom is subject to its lords. The Inquisition will require their goodwill to survive. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Alright, I won't keep you anymore. And yeah, I'm going to talk to her again later. I also still need to talk to this lady. But I think I can actually turn in some stuff. And yes, we will talk another time. But I think I want to stick to the main companions today. I mean, we already spoke to Solus. So let's go and chat with Liliana.
I did not see good Templars and evil mages in that circle, sister. I saw prisoners and jailers.
Yeah, I remember that
Prisoners learned
conversation
fear,
over there.
And the jailers cruelty.
But the Templars served the Chantry.
Until we asked them to be less harsh in their treatment of the mages, at which point they rebelled. I am not certain the Chantry should ever have been backed by blades.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting conversation going on there.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
You're asking the wrong elf here, my dear.
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, You wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Bad things happen. I can't speak for Andraste. Yes, obviously not.
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
People die. I mean, that's kind of cold, but I think it's what he would say. At the moment, he doesn't really feel much sympathies for these sham people that have captured him, and I think he has to warm up to them, and it's going to be a slow process. At the moment, he's not really here to comfort them or whatever.
People are killed all the time.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. Once I was sure I died. I did die. Who else but the Maker could have resurrected me?
Well, that's
But
interesting.
if he didn't save me to help the Divine, then why? Why am I still alive?
You died?
Wait, you died?
It was right there at the temple by the urn of sacred ashes. We found the urn, proved the legends were true, but the hero of Ferelden corrupted them. And all I wanted at that moment was vengeance. It was a fight I couldn't win. But I didn't care. And the hero struck me down. I awoke later in agony. The ashes were gone. I can't explain how I survived.
Well, that's interesting. That sounds like me. Yeah, there must be an explanation for that.
That's it? You can't explain it?
You think I haven't looked for answers? I've searched for 10 years. I'm still searching. This place holds its secrets tight. Do you know why you survived? Enough wallowing. I should never have let you see me like this. Such weakness. Come, to work then. We will speak later.
Well, that was an interesting discussion. And yeah, so the game obviously does acknowledge that she died in Origins.
It's true.
And
Butler has stand on us.
oh,
I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports.
right, I remember there's another discussion with her. Yeah, sure.
There were
let's do
so many
this.
questions surrounding Faria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Faria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Right, I think this is actually the first decision that decides whether, Liliana gets inspired or not. And, Freya chose this option, and in the end, Liliana was inspired. But we obviously want to do something different here, and like I said, Vida is more goal-oriented, and he doesn't really care for the Shem so much anyway. So I think he has a dim view of traitors in general. So I think he will support Liliana's decision here.
Glad to see traitors are dealt with quickly.
We must do whatever it takes to protect our interests. I am pleased that you agree.
Yep, I hate traitors, definitely.
I have no tolerance for traitors.
You take a harsh view, but I suppose that is the way in these troubled times. We will make the Inquisition a force to fear. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
All right. I leave you to it. It will be interesting to talk to Liliana a little bit more because, in my world state, Liliana has been killed by the hero of Ferelden, but at the same time, she actually romanced her. So I'm not sure if this will register in some form. I mean, the Wall State didn't object when I made, the combination of having her as a romance and killing her at the Urn of Sacred Ashes quest. So it would be interesting to see if she talks about the hero Ferelden, about in that context. So yeah. Anyway, we already spoke to Solus last time, so let's go and talk to Varric.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is all bullshit as far as he's concerned.
None of this shit should have happened.
You don't know the half of it. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
So, why did you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
We need to close the breach. Yeah, like I said, he is goal-oriented. I think this is the most important matter for him at the moment because, I mean, he does acknowledge that the breach is a threat and that he may be the only person who can close it. So that's the only reason why he's working with the Inquisition in the first place. And he wants to get this job done as quickly as possible.
The breach needs to be sealed. The sooner the better.
If it can be sealed, you might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Anyway, I kind of want to talk a little bit more with you, because he has a lot of info on, Dragon Age 2. Yes, I have a question about Hawk. Now, the world state that I used for this game had a lot of different decisions. For example, Hawk and Varric were not friends. I mean, you can specifically set the option of Varric and Hawk being friends or not, and I decided that they're not friends. So I wonder how this will, affect the way he talks about Hawk. Hawk is male, by the way, and he was, pro-Templar, and a few of the companions died actually. Like Hawk killed Anders, and I think Bethany died as well. So yeah, a few of them are dead.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
All right. Orsino's fate made no sense. I remember that Varric disapproved of that question, but let's ask it anyway.
In the book, you say that first Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened to the Arishok? Actually, I think, if I remember correctly, in this world state, the Arishok survived, so we did not kill him in this game.
Your book doesn't say what happened after the Arishok left Kirkwall.
He kind of lost the tome of Koslan again, along with the thief. As I understand it, he returned to Parvalan to find the Kunari equivalent of a court-martial waiting for him. There's a new guy named Arishok now, and asking about the old one is a nightmare of logic and grammar.
Yeah, right. I think we let the Arishok go and we actually gave him Isabella. So apparently Isabella managed to escape. That is actually good to know. I feel very terrible, just setting that decision in the world state because I love Isabella and I don't want her to get hurt. But apparently she got away. Very nice.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Aveline is still guard captain.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Yeah, right. I think those 4 people just, survived normally and went about their business. I guess I totally forgot that I had the option to sell Fenris into slavery again, but I didn't actually do that. So, yeah, the rest of the companions that he didn't mention, they are dead, meaning Anders, Bethany, and I think that's about it, right? Isabella is apparently on the run again. Okay, but yeah, that was actually interesting little chat. Yeah, let's head outside, and I think Cassandra and Cassandra and Cullen are both outside already. Okay, let's go and talk to them. Oh right, the Romans options. As I mentioned before, I think I'm going to put the Romans up for voting, so you can decide whether we are going to Romans. Well, my options are Cassandra, Josephine, Dorian, and the Iron Bull, right? And I mean, Romans is always a very heated subject, and everyone has their favorites in that regard, and no matter who are Roman, some people will like it and some people don't, which is why on my first playthrough I just go by my personal interest and my gut feeling, and I can't really pay much attention to what you guys want, because in the end some people will agree and others will disagree. That's always the case. But I feel, sure, why not? Let's just make a popular vote on the Romans, and we will see who wins this. I guess I will wait like maybe 1 or 2 episodes so that we get some insight into his character, and then I will upload a special video where you can cast your vote. And until then, I will simply, flirt with, everyone who is actually an option. So that I don't close off any possible romance options for me. So yeah, let's flirt a little bit with her. I mean, she's kind of impressive, and even an elf who is kind of skeptical about humans can see that, right? So yeah, let's flirt.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
Alright, so what do you believe?
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
So you don't think I'm chosen?
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
And what happens next?
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I
It's
only
still a very
pray the
weird camera
price is
angle.
not too high.
Yeah, whatever you did, I guess it's too late to undo it now, so yeah.
Isn't it a bit late to worry about it now?
We have only just begun. My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Nope, you can't.
There is a lot at stake.
You do not have to tell me that.
Vida is making friends already.
You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
Well, obviously not. Because, yeah, I believe in Elven gods.
I'm Dalish. I believe in our own gods.
And there's no room among your gods for one more? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Well, I think the problem is, the other way around. The Maker doesn't really leave much room for other gods, so why should the elves worship a god that doesn't, acknowledge their own gods? So it has to work both ways, Cassandra. Anyway, we've spoken to her, and yeah, I suppose we can go and have a quick chat with Cullen as well. There we go.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
Well, it definitely was not my choice.
That wasn't my idea.
I'd be concerned if it was. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
Yeah, everything is kinda messy at the moment.
The Conclave destroyed, a giant hole in the sky. Things aren't looking good.
Which is why we're needed. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
I'm tempted. I'm so tempted. But I mean, I know that he isn't an option anyway. So I feel that I should probably, try some different options here. Even though I'm really tempted. No, I didn't. I didn't come here for a lecture.
I hadn't planned on it, no.
Then I shall spare you. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
All right. Okay, so no, he's over there. I think that's all the companions I have so far. Cullen, Cassandra, Varric, Liliana, Solus, and Josephine. Yeah, so we had at least the initial talk with everyone, and I will come back and talk in more detail to them later. But like I said, I may not include everything of that in the episode, only if it's different or interesting or whatever. So I guess the next thing that we want to do is travel to the Hinterlands and find Mother Giselle. So let's head back to the war table. I mean, I don't actually have to do it from the war table, right? But
I'm used to delivering children and helping old men through the winter cough. Seeing these injuries,
I was with the Templars. I can tend any wound caused by blade or a mage's fire. I'll admit that demons are new, though.
Some of the dialogues here are new. I haven't heard them before. I'm pretty sure.
See me kneel, for I walk
Anyway,
only
I
where
guess
you
I
would
may
bid
as
me.
well
Stand only in places you
go
have
back to the
made.
war table and maybe assign someone to a mission or something. Black Emporium, the Town of Hyeva.
We'll post soldiers a safe distance from the temple.
Our best guess at safe, anyway.
I vaguely remember this one is just about honoring the dead divine, right? I don't remember who I picked for this last time. I may have chosen Liliana, so why not let Cullen do this, because this sounds pretty good to me.
All right.
And we have... Right, this is for Varric. Right, Liliana suggested to send the crows after this author who is plagiarizing Varric. I'm pretty sure I used Josephine last time. So I guess that Vida maybe has less problems involving the crows in this. So
Let's
sure,
see what we have.
give this to Liliana, and we will go to the Hinterlands. And yeah, I only have this team, obviously. So yeah, let's do this. Get things going.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
It's still a bad joke. So you've heard stories about me.
I'm starting to worry about these stories that everyone's heard.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. They only say you're the last great hope for Thedas.
Oh, wonderful.
The Hinterlands are as good a place as any to start fixing things. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster.
Right.
I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Okay, I get the picture. Alright, here we are in the Hinterlands, and I believe that Mother Giselle is actually not that far away. No, she isn't. She is actually pretty close. So I think I will just, go to her straight away without, straying from my path too much, and after that I will probably end the episode, because that's the time when I'm going to do a lot of off-camera stuff, finishing some side quests here in the Hinterlands that probably will not be much different from my first experience. Anyway, yeah, let's head out and right, my requisitions officer is somewhere around, but I'm totally going to ignore her like I always do. So let's go and find Mother Giselle.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
All right, let's go and give them a hand.
Hold.
There we go.
We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
Nope, I don't think they care.
That
I don't think they care at all. Okay, let's head towards this direction. I think this is where we will find...
We are not Templars. We
Mother
mean you no
Giselle.
harm. Doesn't look like they're listening.
Hang on a second, I want to backstab you guy. There we go. And you're done. Beautiful. There we go. Oh, mage guy. I totally stepped in your mine, I believe. Yep, this will take some getting used to. There we go. Let's stealth. And you're done.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Where? Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Well, let's give them a nice welcome.
Kill that warrior!
Let me shatter you. There we go. Wonderful. Let me get away from here and another backstab. Wonderful. Okay, okay. This is looking good. I see more people over here. Oh, tower shield guy. Yes, I don't like these guys. But I think they're doing fine. If I attack you from behind, your tower shield is
We are
basically
victorious
useless.
once more.
Indeed.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
But...
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle?
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
Yeah, let's get straight down to business. So you asked for me?
I'm told you asked for me.
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
Well, that's hardly an excuse.
And that's an excuse. They're making things worse.
They don't know that. This is my point. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
They kind of want me dead, you know?
They want to execute me, and you think I should just walk up to them?
You are no longer alone. They cannot imprison or attack you.
They could try.
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. Their power is their unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
Well, that won't be easy.
You make it sound simple.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate, or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other.